Greetings, welcome to Catholic Facts. I am your host, Lee Elsom, and massive thank you. We've hit 1,000 subscribers as of last week, or as at least recording this video. I think we're a little bit above 1,000 subscribers now. Really want to thank you guys for supporting my channel, to helping it grow, to get it into a position where it can start earning a revenue, I guess. But there's still a long way to go, and I've never thought in my wildest dreams that I'd ever get this far. So what I wanted to do today as a reward for you guys is to give you a brief behind the scenes of exactly what I do here, how I record, what I use, and the kind of time constraints that I work to in order to get the videos out. So yeah, I want to take you on a little bit of a tour. First thing that I use is my Blue Yeti microphone. I don't usually hold it like this. I'm only holding it like this because I do have a little arm thingy, but I'm not gonna put it into that cradle in order just to record me hands-free, rather just hold the microphone. But usually it sits on the desk when I'm recording. So yeah, usually it sits on the desk. So I'll talk you through, give you a little bit of a tour of my little setup, and we'll take it from there. So yeah. So first thing to notice is my desk. My desk. I have treated the room as best I possibly can for audio treatment, to help stop reverb, to stop noises from outside. I've even soundproofed some of the my closet here, my wardrobe closet, wherever you're from, to help with the reflection from the noise. I have my laptop. As mentioned, I have my Blue Yeti microphone. I'm currently recording this on a Samsung Galaxy S20, so I don't have a camera. I have my little stand here for when I'm recording, when I'm sitting at my desk and I need a little bit more light in my face. Where is it? It's this one. Yeah, I have a little cooling stand, which is this bad boy here. It lights up, it's cool, keeps my laptop nice and cold, but the problem is when I'm recording and I'm sitting at my desk, it creates that buzzing noise as it appears on the audio waveform. When I take it out, it gives me a bit more silence. So I have that, and then why can't I see? I'm blind. Right, anyway, yes. So this is for my little side stand here, which I would turn on, and that would help give me a bit more light on my face when I'm recording. So yes, so I use that. What else do I have? I have my pop shield, so if I wanted to record and record my vocals using the pop shield to help cover if I'm talking directly into the microphone, which I never really use, because when I'm actually recording I sit slightly side on, so I have my microphone here, and then I'll probably slightly tilt it, and then I would read the text. Now, anyway, so my laptop, soundproofing, my desk. Okay, little gaming mouse. Don't do much gaming on here because it's not really, it's a little bit of a gaming laptop, but it's not the best gaming laptop in the world. So I have my text. Now you're thinking, why is it on its own? Where's the rest of the Bible? What I do is I debind the pages from the Bible in the hopes that I rebind it one day. But the reason why I take the page out, and sometimes I do trim it a little bit. The reason why I take the page out is so A, it's flat. B, I can use my desk lamp here to shine a bit more light. And this is how I read. So I'm in front of my laptop. I've got Audacity, which is the vocal software that I use. I use Audacity to record. I have my Blue Yeti microphone, and I literally record sitting here. That's what I do. And yeah, I just read it. It's flat, and that's the reason for that is because the next step afterwards is that I use a software called Office Lens from Microsoft, and what it does, from this angle I can take a picture of the page, so it's flat, and it captures a flat image of the page, which I could then upload it into my video editing software, which I will show you. Be prepared, I've got a white background. This is my background. There's a reason for that. when I'm recording like my shorts and stuff, and I've got this on, I may turn this off because it's actually a little bit too bright. So I would have this and this, and then I'd have my phone here recording me, and it helps give me a bit more light coming off the desk. A bit more light coming off the laptop, sorry. And yeah, so that's there, that's this. Here's some of the software that I use. I use PairDrop, great for transferring files from different devices on the same network. Wondershare Filmora 13, that's my video editing software, and Photop. We will look into Photop next, actually. I have everything organized. Videos, CTF Capit Bubble, page editor. And just to show you, just hit my microphone there. So just to show you, I have this here. I am currently doing this one-handed, so I'm just have to zoom in. Yeah, and this is the text. So I would get different pages and I would combine them in here, tighten them up so that they're all even, so it looks like one continuous text. And I'd separate the footnotes and I'll do everything in here. And just to show you, actually, if I take any of these, I would put that into here. Okay. From Office Lens onto here, and I would have that layer, and I would go Mode, Adjustments, Brightness and Contrast. Increase the brightness and contrast, so it increases the whites and the blacks. It tightens the white and black spectrum, so that the blacks become more blacks and the white area becomes more white, because there is sometimes ghosting that comes from the page from underneath, as you can probably see here, and that gets captured in the actual page itself. So I'm trying to eliminate that as much as possible. And then after I've reduced the range of the black and white, I would then hit invert, and that's what gives me a black background and white text, which is perfect for the video. So now we're going to go from here into the video editing software. And Photop is basically a free version of Photoshop. And then I would go into the Wondershare Filmora, open up my file, create a new one, label it, everything. And yeah, this is it. This is what it's looked like. So I'll put my text into the timeline. I would keyframe it so that it scrolls as such. Put my vocals at the bottom there after I've edited it in Audacity. And just to show you that it is definitely scrolling, as you can see. And yeah, and I'll put all the other aspects. I would edit the different chapters. So yeah, this is the software that I would use. I'd put all my resources into here and we're good to go. Again, just going back to Audacity, this is the software that I use to record my vocals. As you can see, it's recording right now. What I would do is I would use noise reduction, get a noise profile of the silence, and then add a noise gate, compress it, and then put a limiter on it. So it gives me a complete file. So yes, so this is me recording. This is chapter 16. As you can see, I try to record one sentence at a time, because if I don't want to be recording the whole page, the whole chapter, make a mistake here and then have to re-record all over again. So I like to record line by line or verse by verse, and then I would put that into this one, join it all together by simply selecting the whole and then join clips, and then it turns it into this. And then from there I create a duplicate, and then that's when I add my compression, noise gates and everything, and I export this. So yeah, that's a little bit of my setup, my little notepad for recording the different time codes for my video description. And yeah, it's a relatively basic setup, but that's what I use. Hopefully that's been informative and has helped you in some way in exactly what I do, how I do it. A couple of things that I do want to mention when I'm recording, because I'm recording an audiobook, the Bible, I make sure to record it word for word, because I want to try and make sure that I'm saying all the words exactly as it appears on the page, because I want to convey the translation, how they've translated it and how they got it to sound the way it sounds based on the original manuscripts. So this is going to sound slightly different from if I was going to do an audiobook of the ESV Catholic edition, for example. It would just be different, and it comes across differently as well. But with that, having it sound or say, or for me to say the exact words when I'm recording, it's a very time consuming process. So if you can imagine, you get your 10-minute video that you all enjoy. It's taken me an hour to edit that down to 10 minutes. You're probably thinking, how come it takes so long? Well, because I record it and then I have to listen to it back. I have to make sure that there's no mistakes. Or if I had made any mistakes, I need to change them. I need to go back. I need to make sure I've got the cadence right. I'm recording just that one piece. So that's why I also record verse by verse, because it's just easier to control and monitor exactly where I need to fix it. So one of the things is it takes me time to record these. I come home at about 7 o'clock at night. I spend time with the wife and kids as much as I possibly can in whatever way I can. And then after that, it's about, I'd say, give it an hour. Then I'm trying to record, or have at least a little bit of downtime to myself. And then I try to record. It's literally, the window is so narrow, because I wake up at silly o'clock in the morning. And by that, I mean it's like 5 o'clock sometimes in the morning in order to get ready to go to work. And yeah, it doesn't really leave me an awful lot of time to come home and have the energy to record and to produce content for you guys, to do a video, to do an episode, to do a chapter. Some chapters from scripture, especially in the Old Testament, is far more tricky, because there's so much more terms and words that can only really be transliterated, or the use of an English word that isn't used as commonly in day-to-day conversation. So there's a few words that appear in the Old Testament that I do struggle with pronouncing. There's been comments that people watch my videos in order to learn the pronunciation. I'm not even sure if I'm 100% doing it right. The main thing when you're reading scripture is to try and be as natural as possible, and hope it's understandable. Sometimes when I'm reading a name, for example, in the Old Testament, and it sounds kind of feminine, I would perhaps maybe relook at that and think maybe there's a different way of pronouncing it. So I would do some research, or I might not research it, but I would probably look at that word and think, oh, it's the two sons of someone, name of this one, there's none that jump to mind at the moment. What a terrible memory. But it's like, oh, that sounds a little bit feminine in regards to it being a male name, so I'll maybe add an emphasis on the A or the E at the beginning of a word. Anyway, I digress. But accuracy is so important for me when I'm recording the audiobook. It takes time. So where a 10-minute video, maybe 10 minutes for you, it's like an hour for me, because I have to listen back to it several times. I have to listen to it every time I edit it. And it's the same thing for when I finally get all the audio recorded, put it into the video software. I then have to listen to it back again to make sure that the vocals match with the text. And sometimes that's where I discover I've made an error. Then I have to go back into the audio and re-record. It's a timely process, but it's definitely worth doing it. And I hope that the quality comes through in my videos. So anyway, that's been a little bit of a behind the scenes about my channel. Again, I really want to thank you guys for the 1,000 subscribers. I never would have ever imagined I would have gotten 1,000 subscribers doing what I'm doing. I really want to thank you all. God bless each and every single one of you. I love you all to death. Thank you so much. I hope to create more content in the future, tackling different subjects and trying to pump out as much as I possibly can. If I can get support from you guys, this is not me begging. If you can help, great. If not, don't worry about it, because there's lots of things that we're all dealing with, especially from a financial standpoint. So wherever you can subscribe to in regards to my membership, fantastic. If not, don't worry about it. Just hitting subscribe and like and commenting on my videos is enough, believe me. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope this has been informative. God bless you. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe and share. Follow for more, and as always, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.